log on to the live. I thought the Flying Scotsman was in York, but it's not, it's here.
I like double checking. Stephensons Rocket, replica. Thanks, Yasin. It's the Flying Scotsman on the right. It's usually based at the National Railway Museum in York. It's here for some reason. The purple one is a Northern Rail train, an old one that used to run in West Yorkshire, and the others are like shunt wagons. And a replica of Stephensons Rocket has just gone down the line this way, and will no doubt be coming back any shortly. Can't hear it, but it just went down there, so it will be on its way back. Hi Tyler, how you doing? Oh, here it comes, the replica of Stephensons Rocket steam train, pulling passengers on a stand-up carriage. Although it's obviously running backwards because it just went forwards. And that is how trains in the world basically started, apart from Middleton Railway in Leeds, which is the oldest one. And back to the Flying Scotsman. I thought this was at York not that long ago.
No.
Was it not?
It's been here for like 2 or 3 months.
Was it?
It's been here for ages. But it's definitely...
There's certainly a green train behind all the boarding that they say is the Flying Scotsman at York.
But it should have been on the Handrin this weekend instead of the Black 5 doing it. Which is what it should have been technically doing. So I don't know why they've not done that with it, because it could have done a lot of trips on there.
Tyler, a railway museum in Shildon, County Durham in England, North England, up north, called Locomotion. It's the sister museum, if you like, of the National Railway Museum at York. So it's actually free entry. You can leave a donation if you want. It's got a cafe and toilets. But if you want to go on extra things like that, Stephensons Rocket train ride, you got to pay extra for that, but everything else is free. That's what it's called. So it's got that big shed there, which I'll go in shortly, the outside bit, and then there's this new shed over here, which has also got toilets in and ramp access. And this shed's massive, it goes quite a way back, and it's got loads and loads of different trains and things like carriages. Go in there first if you want. Let's do that first, because it's really busy in the main bit. There's a model railway show or something, and all the tables and all the exhibits have got people selling model trains all around them. So it's pretty carnage in there. Hope I don't lose my signal when last time I came. Bye, Tyler.
Have you been to York? You know, there's the mezzanine floor with the
Yeah.
You have to go there.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, we don't have any.
This one's a snowplow. One that looks like a ship and a snowplow. Actually looks like something out of some sort of horror movie or futuristic sci-fi. If you were like on the train track and that thing was coming towards you, what would you think? Like, I'm surprised the driver can even see where he's going. There's some random dude posing on a train. There's another really nice one near here. I don't know if you know where it is, at North Shields, a little rail museum called I think it's Stephensons Railway Museum.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's got George Stephensons' original locomotive, the first one there.
Unfortunately, I haven't got time for that because obviously we've got the days running out.
Before that, you know. This beast, class 31. There's an EWS freight wagon. Obviously they look massive when you're up close next to them, stood on their level. This coupler's bigger than my head. So this is the new hall at Locomotion in Shildon. It'd been open about a week or so last time I came here. But when I go down the bottom end of here, I lose my signal on my phone, so because of all the metal in here. So that's a North Eastern Railway snowplow, that futuristic looking thing that's actually really old. Phillips Petroleum, which obviously Phillips 66. Is that called a Conoco Phillips now? Does anyone know? It's a train carrying a train. These are just like freight hoppers. There's some tanks at the end there, like water tank things. I won't go down too far, or I'll lose my signal, and then my gimbal will start going all weird. So this one's a snowplow. I mean, like, the snow must have been really quite deep if it was that tall. Class 49, 395, and loads of random carriages behind it.
I like that Super D though. I don't know why.
See, matte black was in fashion long before 2024. So this is the new hall at Locomotion, and that's all that's in there really. There's a few locos, but it's mainly goods wagons and relatively modern-ish, like EWS cargo wagons and stuff like that. But there's plenty of parking and it's free. Free parking. I'm sure if you had a helicopter you could land it there as well. Make sure all the likes, hit the subscribe button. So when it uploads as a video, you can leave a comment. So that guy earlier was saying that the Flying Scotsman's been stuck here for 3 months. But I'm sure it was at, well, maybe at York before that. He said something about it. They haven't signed the contract to hire it out to whichever company was going to pull, I think the Pullman coaches or something. Hey Louis, how you doing? Yeah, I've been here before, Louis, but it was quite a while ago now, so I thought I'd do another live for a few hours. It's really busy in here because there's some sort of sale on at the moment for model railways, so you'll see loads of people. No, I've already been in. But I didn't have a ticket then either.
Oh, well, I'll give you one for now.
Thanks. So if you're a model railway enthusiast, or you like buying tiny bags of gravel, or tiny bags of black coal, looks like finely milled coal. I don't think I'll be buying any model trains. It's the Shildon Model Railway Club who are having a model railway sale today. one's a 1978 Journey Shrinker, or Intercity 125. And that's where it kind of got to, and that's where it started. Locomotion number 1 from 1825. And a top speed of 15 miles an hour. 15. Sorry. So it wasn't one of the first locomotives built by George Stephenson, and it wasn't the first steam train ever built. It shows you how far engineering has come in however many years. From this to this. But this one was from 1978, the Class 43. Intercity 125. Diesel train. It's a bit of a beast, that one. First 2,000 horsepower diesel locomotive from London to Norwich. It's a D200.
Oh, just like that. What you got there?
It's English electric locomotion.
Specialist cutting kit to learn to get into it. They said they had a good incident there. They got this gang came on the site and they pulled. They waited.
If you need to buy any tiny trees for your tiny gardens. Primo models. You have a question about part of, they have a province or countryside in the UK with a very long name. You don't know how to read it, but you like it. Yeah, there's lots of countryside and there's lots of places with long names. But Louis, if you look on Google for the place name in Wales with the longest, I think it's the longest name in the United Kingdom, and it ends in something like Go Go Gok, and I can't pronounce it because I'm not Welsh, but it's got a hell of a lot of letters. If you like life in miniature, mono railways are for you. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's actually not gibberish, Louis. It's so in the United Kingdom we obviously have English as our main language, but in England we speak English. In Scotland they speak English or Scottish Gaelic. In Wales they speak Welsh and English. So the place with a really long name is actually written in Welsh, not in English. And it's definitely not gibberish. I think the Welsh would be offended if you said that. And then obviously in Northern Ireland they speak English, and in Ireland they speak Gaelic or English. A bit like how in the Philippines you speak Tagalog and English. Maybe you could try and learn some Welsh, Louis, on the internet. You've probably got better luck than I have. Seems you speak so many languages already. This is a maglev, which was like a train that stuck to the tracks by magnets. It was from Birmingham Airport, a bit like a tram. And then back to something really old school, from 1856. First and second class passengers only. So all our trains now still have first class and standard class. But back in these days, they used to have first class, second class, and then third class. So it was actually pulled by horses, even though it was on train tracks. This is a a 1938 replica of an 1838 Royal Mail carriage, where they used to sort post letters while they were moving along, like this. It's another tiny little original, or maybe replica, Sans Pareil. This is where railways started, the Stockton and Darlington Railway. Oh, sorry, Louis. How much was... No, we didn't... Well, back then, no. £50 back then in those old days was worth a lot of money. Like, I can't remember when we changed, or... I can't remember when the UK changed to pounds and pence, but it used to be pounds, shillings and pence. And I think during my parents' childhood, they used to have 3 pences and threepenny bits and shillings, half shillings, but not during my childhood. So at some point between the 60s and the 80s, it changed, and they stopped having shillings and half shillings and crowns. So I would imagine back in those days it used to cost like 3 cents or something, 3 pence for a train ticket. Maybe if it was first class, it was like a few shillings and a few pence. But now in England, you'll be lucky if you can get on a train for less than about £20. And they're never on time, and there's never anywhere to sit. But we don't ride on the roofs here like they do in India. I don't know why your message got retracted. Hey Nightbot, stop blocking Louis' messages. There's another Sans Pareil. So this might have been the original one, and there was a replica one that we saw over there. This is the Rocket, Stephensons Rocket. There's one running outside which is a replica in steam.
Go and see this one.
This one before. You come back before. This one's a good. You have to give it a look every time. So, there's not an oval. It's pretty. Yeah. Dead on.
It's from 1893. I create two. If someone was to build or use an existing time machine in an exact year, and you're the first chosen to try, what year would you want to go? It's a good question. Probably the Wild West in America, because I think it'd be quite cool. Or like the maybe the gold rush of America, something like that. Back to some old trains. It's a bit quieter now on this end because there's nobody else selling any model trains. This one's carriages from 1898. It was restored in 1986. East Coast joint stock. It's the third class and passenger luggage carriages. guard room. Related on Cowboy, back in time. Fall and rise up, British Army before and after the war. Yeah, definitely, Louis. I like British history, or history in general. I think this one's Queen Alexandra's coach, and it looks really, really nice inside. I wish all trains were like that. I'll go up on the platform and we'll, on the bridge, we'll go and have a look. If you're not already subscribed, hit the like button and subscribe. See when it gets uploaded. So this one's Queen Alexandra's coach. Not this one here. There's some very intricate detail. And gold paint, or gold leaf. I mean, even the vestibules have got like material on them. Queen Alexandra's Saloon from 1902 to 1941. The Royal Saloon of Queen Alexandra. Who was the wife of King Edward VII, who also had his own carriage. It had a bathroom and electric heating. If only British train journeys had such opulence nowadays. You don't even get this in first class. First class on a train is like economy on an aeroplane in England. You got a typhoon, Louis? It's dry here at the moment. No typhoons here anyway. This must be the bathrooms in here. There's the bedroom on the train. Writing desk, chairs, wardrobes, a bed. Some good looking guy in there, keeps moving with my camera. This must be the dining carriage. There's a more modern coach. Yeah, he's a good looking guy, isn't he, Louis? I'm guessing this is a French train. Compagnie Nationale. I can't, my French accent's not very good. Des wagons lit et des grands express Europeans. London to Paris train.
Sorry, it's all right. I'm busy right now.
Live on YouTube. So I was talking to some Indian people. So this train carriage was part of a night ferry in 1936, where they used to load the train carriages onto the ferry at Dover, from Paris to Dover, Paris to Calais, load the trains onto the ferry, and then they'd get picked up at Dover, taken off the ferry, and taken to London. And this is the Royal Train from 1900s. Another one of the carriages. London Midland Scottish Railway Company. Take care, Louis. Look after yourself in the typhoon. Never thought I'd read Elon Musk's name on a sign about a train from 1958. Hey, Malmedy. This is the Black 5. Stanier Class 5. Designed by Sir William Stanier. The London Midland Scottish Railway. Built at the Crewe Railway Works in Crewe. If anyone knows what this is, it's very, very weird. Reminds me of some sort of like Wallace and Gromit type train. It's called the APT-E, APT-E, 1972. Isn't it ugly? It reminds me of like a baboon, like a baboon face. Who thinks this train looks like a baboon's face? It's called an APT-E. I don't even know what it's for because it doesn't have a sign and I can't even tell you. Let me see what this sign down here says. Oh, here we go. Got a sign. So the ugly baboon-looking train, the APT-E, they wanted people to travel safely on the railway and faster than ever before. And the introduction of diesel locomotives meant that they could travel up to speeds of up to 100 miles an hour, but carriages, wagons and locomotives are still using suspension and wheel designs from decades earlier. This led to more accidents where trains would come off the tracks. Dr. Alan Wickens and his team achieve speeds over 150 miles an hour with the APT-E by designing brand new suspension wheels and a tilting system which kept the train stable and helped it to go around corners faster than other trains. Today, passengers enjoy safe high-speed services in Japan, Great Britain, Sweden and more. So the Shinkansen in Japan that can tilt as it goes around corners at much higher speeds is because of that guy, Dr. Alan Wickens, with this weird baboon-looking train. Hi Lynn, how you doing? Shout out to Lynn. One of my subscribers and one of my members, not my, well, both. Lynn, I think, is in Japan. So this was the predecessor to a Shinkansen in Japan. The APT-E baboon train.
Again! You did it again! Well done!
There's a model show on today, hence all these models. So this is the Locomotion Railway Museum in Shildon, County Durham, UK. It's a sister museum to the National Railway Museum at York. I thought I'd just come here and take my mind off of my bowel cancer issues. If anybody's not following along with the bowel cancer, there's 2 videos on my playlists. I've created a new playlist specifically for that, called My Cancer Journey. And there's one in my videos, and then there's also one in my live streams. So if anyone wants to follow along with that, I've got stage 3 bowel cancer in my colon cancer, and I've got to have surgery in 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks, to remove a tumour, some lymph nodes, and part of my bowel, and have it resected again. Which I know has got nothing to do with trains, but just thought I'd come out and do something different than thinking about having bowel cancer. And get some exercise walking up and down a hall of trains. Which he says I'm losing some calories, which is good. An old timetable before the internet, a long time before the internet. Thanks for your comments, Melmadi. So this place is free to get into. The parking's free. The only thing you have to pay extra for is the cafe. And if you go on the steam train rides on the Stephensons replica rocket, I don't know what it costs, but it's definitely free. Here's the ticket. So it's got a cafe here, sandwiches and salads, ice creams, drinks, hot drinks. I think they do hot food closer to lunchtime. They've changed the seating since I last came in here. They've now actually got some old train seats. Old train seats as sit-down places. Seems a bit weird that they close the cafe at like 4 o'clock when there's loads of people here. And you can't even get a coffee. And it's shut at 5. So that's a negative. There's not many negatives here, and everything's free, but I don't understand why you'd close the cafe when you've got a building full of people. Hey Johnson. green one's got a really strong smell of fuel. Two-story fire station. I wonder how they get out of the top one.
Look at those ones. Nice, look there. Do you want that one? Yeah? Go on then, they're yours. What do you see? Cool one. Put them on your wheel, mate, can't you? Thank you very much, mate. Come on then.
One of the sellers just gave this little kid a free packet of that grass, fake grass stuff for his model railway. That was quite cool. So the replica Stephensons Rocket's running outside. I'm not going to buy a ticket because it is a replica, obviously, and it only goes in a straight line. Maybe it's finished for the day, but it was running earlier. I'll walk over and show you it if I can get close to it. So this yellow thing that you can see in the distance is the replica of Stephensons Rocket. As I said, it was running earlier. People were stood in that turquoise carriage thing, going up and down maybe 250 meters. Sorry about the sirens in the background. Nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. So, as I said, that was running up and down earlier, but obviously it closes in 35 minutes. So it went forwards to beyond that bridge, and then backwards to beyond down there. And this is the famous Flying Scotsman again. Apparently it's been here for 3 months because somebody hasn't signed a contract to move it. But it's usually based at York in the National Railway Museum. So I don't know why it's here. But this one's still actually used on the main line in the UK for hauling like special trip carriages. And I think that's what it was meant to be doing this weekend, but isn't, because it's sat here. So if anyone wants to know where the Flying Scotsman is, it's sat on a track at Locomotion in Shildon, County Durham, in the United Kingdom. It's a steam train that's still running under steam. It's free to come here, it's free parking. There's a cafe. The only extras are using the steam replica rocket. You have to buy an extra ticket for that. It's got a kids play park, which is down here beyond the Flying Scotsman, down there. There's toilets, disabled access, disabled toilets in both buildings. And it's about 45-50 minutes drive from Leeds in the United Kingdom. So I'm going to end my live stream shortly in the next 30 seconds. But this is where I've been, Locomotion. Second time I've been here. It was very busy today though. If you enjoyed watching this so far, like and subscribe. Be appreciated. Leave a comment when it uploads. Thank you very much.